So guys, not a lot in today's TWAB. I was hoping to see some sandbox changes, but we do have some details on the upcoming season, Season 5, which will be called Season of the Forge. We're also going to go over quest progression for things like Redrix Broadsword, Luna's Howl, and Not Forgotten. So first up guys, if you have not gotten the Thunderlord from the Lost Cryptarch quest, that quest will be available through November 27th. After that date though, Thunderlord will be rolled into exotic Ingrams. So I would highly suggest, if you have not gotten Thunderlord, go ahead and get it. It's a very easy quest. It'll take you all of 10 minutes. Now let's talk about this upcoming season. Bungie states here, Season of the Forge will begin on November 27th. On the day it arrives, we're planning to release a brand new Vidoc and full gameplay calendar to illustrate what awaits your Guardian for the rest of the year. What we have planned are not the post-launch expansions you have played in years past. Your Starside journeys will span 3 distinct seasons that will unfold over the rest of the year. Now I want you guys to know this is a really big deal. You got to think about it. Bungie has not changed their formula in years. They've done these DLC rollouts, and then last year they decided they were going to do the DLC rollouts but like every 3 to 4 months. Now they're doing this annual pass thing. And what's so good about this annual pass is I think it's going to keep more players involved and not leave players behind. Because that's essentially what ends up happening with previous DLCs, is that we left so many players behind from DLC to DLC. So I'm hoping that this will be the solution to that. Now you've probably already seen details that Black Armory won't actually be dropping until December 4th. Again guys, Bungie likes to roll out sandbox stuff a week before the actual content drops, and so this worked really well with Forsaken, and so they're going to do the exact same thing with Black Armory. Now starting the 27th, we do have some Gambit reworks coming. Infamy rank points awards for all bounties have been doubled. Numerous dailies, daily challenges, and weeklies have had their objectives retuned to take less time and be easier to complete. A new bounty has been added to the daily rotation that requires primeval envoy kills. There's also going to be a rework to Infamy rewards. Subdivision rank ups now award Gambit legendary weapons or armor. They're also reworking the primeval catch-up mechanics. Teams that summon their primeval second can only ever receive 1 catch-up stack of primeval. That's a really big deal, guys. Previously, the trailing team would receive multiple stacks depending on how far behind you were. For instance, if the leading team had 7 stacks of Primeval Slayer, when the trailing team summoned, they would receive 4 stacks. Now they will only receive 1. I'm actually okay with this, guys. Again, I think that it should award the person or the team that spawns the Primeval first. As for the Ascendant Primeval, they've also identified an issue that was causing Ascendant Primevals to not always award credit to the correct team when killed. Bungie has fixed it, boys. It should be giving you malfeasance now. We also have a double Infamy weekend coming up and a triple Infamy weekend. So be looking out for those guys if you're trying to get those final rank ups. Now moving on, let's talk about competitive. Let's talk about seasonal rewards as well as certain seasonal quests and what's actually going to reset. So specifically, these are all the items that are going to be reset after the 27th. Nightfall rank, Valor rank, Glory rank, and Infamy rank. Any incomplete triumph or quest step that requires players to complete objectives in a single season, as well as any incomplete triumph with Season 4 in the title, those things will expire and be removed at the start of the Season of the Forge. Okay, so I know that scares some people. I think that's more catered to the triumphs. As far as I know, Redrix Broadsword is still going to be available next season. Luna's Howl will still be available next season. Matter of fact, if you currently have a quest item in your inventory, it will not be removed. However, if you are on a step requiring a specific rank or a number of rank resets in a season, so like having to get however many resets it is for Broadsword, progress will be lost. Your quest will remain on that step though, and may be completed the following season. So if you have the quest in your inventory for Broadsword, for Luna's Howl, and I'm pretty sure for Not Forgotten as well, you'll be able to continue those quests in the next season. Your rank will just be reset. So yeah, you will have to start over again. But I mean, for something like Luna's Howl, at least you don't have to get 100 headshot kills again. So fellas, that is pretty much your TWAB. Now, one thing that was not mentioned, that was said the other day during the Gambit stream, was that Bungie is planning on adding a reward to Gambit, similar to Luna's Howl and Redrix Claymore. So a seasonal reward on that level, but added to the Gambit game mode. I'm a huge fan of this, guys. I think there needs to be more incentives to get into Gambit, because a lot of people I felt like left Gambit as soon as they got the rewards. And of course, A lot of people ended up staying to do things like malfeasance, but that's about it. Not many people stayed outside of that. If you put a really good weapon in there, you'll see a lot of traction in that game mode. And that game mode, honestly, guys, has been doing very good. I know a lot of people put out complaints about Gambit. I can't tell you how many friends I've had pick up Destiny here recently just for Gambit. So yeah, it's definitely gained some traction, but it needs a weapon for those hardcore players to chase. And hopefully we might see a weapon like that maybe added to the Vanguard. Something for our strike players to chase as well. So guys, that is your TWAB. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Again, Bungie said they're going to be dropping light details for the weeks to come. But the 27th is when we get the big Vidoc of what Season of the Forge is going to bring. So be looking out for that. Some other things that have not been mentioned, Bungie has stayed quiet about it and has not said anything about, is trials. So yeah, guys, I'm hoping we get a few more details. I'll make sure to keep you guys posted throughout the holiday next week. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.